What's he grumbling about? Brilliant performance on the biggest stage.
Well, back to the track for this second semi-final of the women's 1500 metres. Laura Waitman, twice an Olympic finalist for Great Britain, coached by Steve Cram. The 26-year-old goes in this field of 12. And the whole chemistry, the whole dynamic of this event has been dramatically adjusted with the name of Dibaba outside the top 5 in that first semi-final. Klosterhalven, who's been in fabulous form this year. She's world number 5 so far this year.
With the Olympic champion down the home straight. The commentator said it was faultless. What would you say?
I'll take that, yeah. Yeah, no, I knew looking at the semi-final that was a really strong semi, so I just wanted to stay out of trouble, and thought there was a lot of fast girls there, like you could run fast over the last couple of meters, so I just wanted to stay clear of that and have a clean race. So.
We saw Genzebe Dibaba struggling, one less to worry about.
Yeah, there's a lot to worry about, so yeah, I mean the competition's fantastic, but yeah, that's the event for you.
And you look pretty confident. The vibe I'm getting from you is you're really pleased with that.
Yeah, no, I was really happy. I mean, I think it's one thing to think about the final, but you've got to get there first. And championship racing, especially 1500, so much can happen. So I'm just so chuffed that I'm there now, and yeah, I can think about the final now.
Well done today. Good luck for Monday.
Thank you.
Well, away they go in this second semi-final then. Klosterhalven likes to front run. She front ran the 20-year-old to 3:59, a sub-4 clocking at the German Championships just 3 weeks or so ago. I wonder if she's going to do the same again here. Laura Waitman might want this to be a healthy pace too. She's not the quickest of finishers, ironically, with her coach Steve Cram, of course, having been one of the great closers of the 1980s. But she is a Commonwealth silver medalist, a European bronze medalist back in 2014. She knows her way around, Laura Waitman, and she will just, I think, try and control this one. Look out too for Winnie Chebet there on the inside with that green strapping down her left leg. She's the world number 4 this year, second in the Kenyan trials. Jenny Simpson, of course, the world champion back in 2011 in Daegu, very experienced American there, just easing into second place as they go through 300 meters in around 50 seconds. A lot slower this one than the first semi-final, Martin. And Klosterhalven just moving up around the outside there. I wonder if she's beginning to get a little bit impatient.
Yeah, she worked a bit too hard in the first round yesterday, and I think she'll be a little bit more careful here. Sifan Hassan, one of the real medal contenders, doing what she likes to do so often. She stuck herself right out of the back, but the numbers, 4:05.33, that was Dibaba's time in finishing in 6th place in that first semi-final. That means if the first 7 run inside that time, then the world record holder will be out at the semi-final stage.
Well, the world number 1 on paper goes in this race. Sifan Hassan of the Netherlands is right at the back of the field at the moment. She has looked supreme this year under her new coach Alberto Salazar. Twice she's clocked 3:56 this year, and she is literally right at the back at the moment, just behind the Polish athlete there, Inawi, in the red shorts, as Laura Waitman leads them down the home straight towards 2 laps to go. I'm just waiting for somebody to break loose and lose patience, because 67.1 at 400 meters, and it's Klosterhalven who's gone for it. This was fairly predictable. I think the German champion, who recently won the European Team Championship title, has got a bit of a jump on the field there, and Laura Waitman hasn't responded, and that, in effect, Martin, has slowed down the rest of the field from responding. 2:15.34 is a 68.1 lap there. Very, very slow.
Yeah, you could see there was quite a bit of pushing and shoving as 1 or 2 athletes were unable to respond to the German's kick. Others moving off the curb who've been caught cold here. It's a brave effort from the German. We know this is what she likes doing, but this 1 or 2 athletes behind, and you can see Hassan's making a move. She feels there's a need here.
Well, she has about a 15, maybe 20-meter lead as Klosterhalven. She really surged into that bend, and nobody responded because Laura Waitman didn't. She was really flat-footed in a way. Now Hassan, the fastest in the world this year, is in 2nd place, but as Klosterhalven, the German, comes to the bell, she's got fully 15 meters of lead over Hassan. Moving through is Bata in the yellow of Sweden too, into 3rd place, and then Sado, I think, the Ethiopian, in 4th. Remember, this is good news, of course, for Dibaba and Arafi of Ethiopia and Morocco respectively, who closing her down. Sifan Hassan and Bata both eating up the ground between them and the leader. Jenny Simpson back in 4th place with I think Winnie Chebet moving through now into 4th past her, but as they come round the top bend, so Klosterhalven has been caught with about 180 to go. It's Sifan Hassan who leads from Bata. Bata, remember, former European champion at 5,000 metres, has great strength, although frankly Hassan's form this season has been quite supreme, with a big win in Paris over the Olympic champion Faith Kipyegon. She leads at the moment down the home straight. The world number one comes towards the line, comfortably qualifying in this second semi-final, along with Barta of Sweden. Jenny Simpson third. Laura Waitman that finishes like a train to snatch fourth place. Brilliant run from the British athlete to make it through to the final. I fear Sarah McDonald, the other Briton in this one, didn't make it through. But yet another global final for Laura Waitman is really, really good news for the athlete who lost her funding last year, I think, from British Athletics, despite having made the Olympic final for a second time. Hassan, though, very impressive, Martin. When she started making inroads on that gap over Klosterhalfen, who's a sub-4 performer, we must remember, it was very, very impressive.
Yes, Jen Simpson, you could see there celebrating. She's got a tremendous championship pedigree, but Hassan, the pick of the qualifiers there, obviously, in that race. She can run races almost any way she likes, and do you know what? Any sort of medal here for Laura Muir, I reckon, will be worth a gold in a number of other events, because this is very, very strong indeed. And for the second straight day, Tim, Klosterhalfen, I'm afraid, tactically getting it horribly wrong.
Well, she did, and finishing down in 8th place and out of the final. I can confirm that Genzebe Debaba, despite her poor form, is 6th place in the first semi-final, and Arafi of Morocco are the fastest losers from that first semi-final. There is Hassan with Barta breathing down her neck, about 10 metres clear of Jenny Simpson. Laura Waitman in 4th, and Malika Akawi of Morocco makes it 2 Moroccans through to the World Championship final. She was 5th in that one.
Yes, and talking about tactical errors there, Sophia Inawi, how many times have we seen her screaming down the home straight out in lane 3 and finishing 2nd, 3rd? Well, that time finished incredibly fast again. There she is, wide on the left, wearing that Polish white vest. But she left it too late. She's got it wrong. She's finished 6th. In a slower semi-final, she's out of it.
Yeah, you can't take any chances in a semi-final. In the heats, maybe if you're strong and confident, you can actually relax quite a lot. But in semi-finals, you've got to have your game head on. And now thinking she could outsprint a classy field, and she couldn't. Hassan and Barta were way ahead. Simpson, Waitman is strong this year. She recently ran a personal best for 800 metres in a British Milers Club race. And the other qualifier in that one, remember, was Akawi. So there it is. Hassan, Barta, Simpson, Waitman and Akawi. No fastest losers from that second semi-final. And Winnie Chebet going out, which is a big surprise. Chebet is a 3:59 performer this year, the 4th fastest in the world. So 1 or 2 significant casualties in those women's 1500 semi-finals.